I know I'm fine, but the money makes
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. We are finally getting situated in our new place, but I wanted to get this video out because I entered a new position on a new stock in the portfolio here, and I'm kind of doing this in all my portfolios actually that have enough cash in it in order to do it. So this is just one of the smaller accounts that I use through TD Ameritrade. I absolutely love their platform. That's why I haven't switched to anybody else on those when I'm selling a lot of options. Again, I still have my big E-Trade account, but this was one that I can just log into really fast and get this right here. So you guys can see the new position that I took. I sold a 75 put for January 3rd, which is next Friday, and sold this option so I could buy the stock if it comes down. If not, I believe, and let me make sure, I want to make sure I'm not wrong on this, and I'm going to explain why I did this position. So I believe my trade cost on this trade is 36 cents. So when I say 36 cents, if you guys are from the options world, you guys know I'm collecting $37 basically to hold this stock, and this is Nike, NKE, to basically hold this stock. I'm putting up $7,600 basically, or $7,500, but as long as it doesn't go down to 75 or stays above 75, I collect all $36 in a week, and I keep all my good stuff, and I get to do it again next week, or I get to go out a month and do this. Why I did this on the weekly, because I'm gonna collect not as much premium, and I want to explain why I'm doing this on Nike. But the reason, you guys know I like to do 45 days out. The reason why I'm looking at this and doing this weekly is because if there is a move downwards back into here, I'm okay with holding it in here. And I actually want to be able to add to this position here relatively quickly over the next couple of weeks. I'm probably looking at doing probably at least another I'm probably going to bump it up to 2 on the weekly. So really that's putting me at probably roughly, after commissions and everything, say roughly worst case scenario, I'm $60 a week on just Nike of extra income, not including my SoFi puts, my covered calls on there, my hood puts, covered calls on there, and then all of my SPY options that I trade that are all, whether they're credit spreads or my SPX. My SPX is what I trade. If you guys don't know what SPX is, it's just the S&P 500, bigger version of SPY, but it's more tax efficient. So let's get back to Nike though. The one reason why I am willing to buy Nike, guys, so let's just move this to full screen. Guys, Nike has had nothing but a downturn here. And I understand people are probably like, well, why would you buy this on downturn? You buy when there is blood in the water. Now, my biggest reason why I'm just now starting to do this, first of all, I am literally wearing an Under Armour shirt right now. I used to be the biggest Nike fan in the world. I did not like their last CEO whatsoever. If you guys have seen any of my previous videos and going in depth with not only financials and things like that, but you guys will learn is I like smart people. I bet big on Elon with Tesla beforehand, not because I thought the Tesla car was absolutely amazing, but because he has a cult following and the dude is insanely smart. Why did I buy Apple when I was 18, 19 years old? Well, because I used an iPhone for everything. I have a MacBook computer. It made sense, and Apple was booming at that point. And then Microsoft, another one that I absolutely killed it on, I should not have sold it, was Bill Gates is an insanely smart person. The team over at Microsoft is insanely smart. And now we're coming into Nike. Nike, again, has a lot of news around it right now. Their earnings call, which I was just looking at here, or I listened to it, and I love their new CEO. They appointed a new CEO, which I think is a massive thing for them. Guys, it is very important. Even Warren Buffett goes back and says, it's very important on who buy businesses that even idiots can run. And guys, I hate to say it, but some people do get to that CEO position and they shouldn't be. Now, that's all on the board and all that. I'm not part of any of that, of course. But if you want people like me investing and people like yourself investing in your company, we need to believe in the CEO. And I don't believe in all CEOs. And I think that's a massive important part of this. But the blood in the water was way back here. Pershing Square, which is Bill Ackman, also bought into this stock. And guys, he doesn't buy into just anything. He sees something. I think he's seeing what I'm doing is they got rid of the CEO. They put a new one in, and they had their earnings call. The earnings were good. Now, again, the earnings have been decent, but again, there's some surprises when you see them here. I don't love, and we're going to go into their Nike financials just to show this here. I don't love their margins, and I think that's the hardest part for me. They went away from their Finish Lines, their Foot Locker, JD, all of those, and wanted to sell direct to consumer, kind of like the Elon model. I don't love that because these other companies are spending money on marketing for your company, and you're not doing what you need to do. But after listening to the earnings call, I think the new CEO is going back to these franchises, figuring out how they can get more stuff into their stores, push more product, and the wholesale market, guys, is a very, very big market for them. Again, I want to go to statements here. You guys know, you guys can look at the annuals. I don't like that the annual in 2023 is a little bit lower, but I want to go to quarterly here. I don't like this. You know, when it's coming down. Now, I don't like that it's not showing the newest one that's already out. Again, I would highly recommend going and doing this earnings call, but I do see that there's a lot of room for Nike to get back to where it was. And again, this was $170 plus stock here, almost 180 it looks like. Yeah, just under 180. And I'm picking it up at $75 or $76. This is something that, again, Nike has a gigantic brand across the entire world. I like their new CEO. I think there's points in here. So yeah, I'm starting to sell put options against this, thinking, and actually pretty close to the money. As you can see, this one's $1 off. It was at 76 when I sold it. Now it's at 75, or I sold the 75. It was at 76 when I sold it. I'm selling it very, very close to the money on a weekly scale, because I'm okay with owning these shares. Again, the most important part of the wheel strategy is buying stocks that you want to own. Again, when you come over here and you look at my watch list, guys, you don't see pump and dump stocks. You don't see junk companies. You see companies that honestly probably have a lot of growth or are very, very key factors like Coca-Cola. They're running long term. Again, Coca-Cola is one right now, honestly, that I've had an eye on for a while. I've owned shares in this multiple times. I still own shares in this, and I still sell covered calls on this every single week in our bigger account because my cost basis is so low. But SoFi, I'm selling puts and covered calls on these in the other accounts. Hood, again, good companies. Hood has a long ways to go, I think, still, and same with Bros. This came from a private equity world. I just did a video on this. If you just go to my channel, there should be a link somewhere down below. Click on my face button, and you can go on ahead and go look at that video and why I'm doing it. But this video is about Nike. Nike, I think, has a big opportunity here to take back basically some market cap over here in this industry. Again, I've worn Nike shoes for as long as I can. I'm wearing Nike shoes right now. I've looked at Under Armour in the past year, and that would never be me. But now, again, I like smart people. I will buy off smart people. I will do everything in my investments to continue to support those investments. So now, I'm probably going to go buy another pair of Nike shoes because I believe in it. I want to support them. But I'm also buying a lot more shares. Again, each share's $75 or $76. I'm buying a lot more shares than I'm going and buying Nike clothing. Okay, guys, so the last thing I want to do in this video is I want to show you guys the Nike options chain here. Just being 100% transparent. Again, we sell puts here in order to get into the wheel strategy. So this is the stage that I am in. I want to click sell, and you guys see if I go here, I sold the 75. So if we go to a 75 here, yeah, it's 23. So I'm actually up basically what, $7 or almost $10 here. I'm selling this. This will show you I'm risking $7,500 basically. I keep the 23, but it's basically $7,500 here. and I'm going to collect $23 as long as it stays above that price. Now, again, well, the thing that we love about this strategy is as soon as I get called those shares, for instance, I'm going to be able to go sell a call. And now I can go 45 days out like I would normally do it. And now I'm collecting some money, guys. Really, you're collecting some good money here. So again, this is, well, they're not as good as what they were. But if I wanted to go sell a 77.25, guys, I'm going to be able to cash flow this quite well. And even say I sell a 75 and it's the one at the money, I can probably sell it and make $200 for the week. I don't want to do that. I'll probably go back to the 6 days because I like those. See how the difference changes in these because it's not in market. I need to do this while this is in market for you guys. But this will allow me to start cash flowing it the other way while I own equity in the stock and I get paid their dividends and everything else. So with that being said, thank you guys all for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.